Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Need to Know channel, the channel about the things that you need to know. And now that you know, let's get into it. Before we continue with the video, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and the notification bell below for more videos like these. Today, we're going to be speaking about Sarel Sello, who is known as a prominent Zama figure in illegal mining in South Africa. Sarel was born in Lesotho and rose to become one of the most ruthless kingpins in illegal mining in South Africa. Over time, Sello emerged as a leader or a boss within the illegal mining community. Such positions are often held by those who have managed to gain influence through combination of local connections, negotiating skills, and unfortunately, sometimes leading to violence and intimidation. With no surprise, he has been mentioned in several media reports as a key figure in the underground world of illegal mining. His name is associated with violent turf wars, criminal activities, and attempts to control illegal mining territories. However, details about his operations and personal life are often shrouded in secrecy and speculation due to the clandestine nature of the activities he is involved in. At this point, you're probably asking yourself, what is a Zama? What do they do? Zamas are illegal artisan miners in South Africa who occupy closed or operational mines in order to mine for minerals such as gold, iron ore, coal, and manganese. The term Zama loosely translates to take a chance or try and try again in isiZulu. It refers to informal and illegal miners who extract minerals, primarily gold, from abandoned or operational mines in South Africa without any legal permits or safety measures. The whole phenomenon of zamas began to gain prominence in the 1990s after the end of apartheid. Given South Africa's rich mining history, there were thousands of abandoned mine shafts that had been left behind after they were not considered economically viable, which led to the decline of the gold production from the 1980s to the 1990s. This was mainly because of a sudden rise in the gold prices in the early 1980s, which increased gold outputs in numerous countries such as Canada, the United States, and Australia. As a result, South Africa's share of Western world production declined from 70% in the 1980s to 37% in the 1989s. The high value of gold made illegal mining a lucrative venture, despite the risks involved. Because most of these miners knew their way around the shafts of these abandoned mines, these became fertile grounds for illegal mining. Currently, most of the zamas come from neighboring countries such as Lesotho, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe. Reason being because a significant number of miners during the apartheid regime were migrant workers from neighboring countries such as Lesotho, Mozambique, Malawi, Swaziland, Botswana, and Zimbabwe. Most of these migrant workers were brought in because they were able to get away with paying low wages and keeping labor costs low. The illegal mining is mostly prevalent in Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Limpopo, Northwest, and Free State. In most cases, it is interrelated with organized crime and money laundering. This underground industry has grown significantly over the past few decades due to several factors such as economic disparities, the mining history in South Africa, and conveniently, the high price of gold. Also, it's fair to note South Africa having one of the highest levels of inequality in the world, high unemployment rates, especially amongst the youth and immigrants, is exactly what pushes individuals towards illegal mining as means of survival. The gold that is extracted illegally is often sold on the black market, contributing to the industry's persistence. There is an estimated 50,000 illegal miners that are organized by some 200 criminal syndicates, which infiltrate industrial gold mines where they employ violent means and exploitative work conditions. Losses in sales, tax revenue, and royalties are said to amount to a staggering 21 billion rand per annum, while physical infrastructure and public safety are compromised. 14 billion rand of gold per annum has been channeled to international markets via neighboring countries. Over 34 tons of gold between 2012 and 2016 has been smuggled to the UAE, also known as Dubai. This industry being so influential, at times even construction contractors rent out their haul trucks and excavators to syndicates to help them transport and smuggle raw materials. Mr. Sarel Sello, being known to be a prominent figure in controlling illegal mining territories, is like the Robin Hood of Lesotho, stealing from the mining companies and giving to the poor, and is particularly running operations around Johannesburg and other mining regions in South Africa. As the boss of the zamas, he is involved in coordination of the mining activities, overseeing networks of illegal miners and managing logistics for mining operations, also handling the sale of extracted minerals on the black market. It is rumored that Mr. Sarel makes about 7.5 million rand every month from his 50,000 members who contribute 150 rand per month in protection fees. His name first showed up in headlines when 5 men who were suspects linked to a Tavern shooting incident in Zama, Orlando East. The incident occurred on the 10th of July, 2022, where a group of armed men reportedly entered a local tavern, started shooting randomly, claiming the lives of 16 people. Soon after the incident, a warrant of arrest was issued for the 5 men, and Mr. Sarel Sello was named for 16 cases of murder and 7 of attempted murder. I am so sorry about that. I am probably butchering the names. The Tavern being a popular outlet in the Zama informal settlement in Orlando East. The 16 people were killed when gunmen stormed into the tavern during the early hours of the 10th of July and opened fire. 7 others were injured. During a visit to the area after the shooting, Police Minister Krugersdorp said more than 130 AK-47 cartridges were collected at the scene. Krugersdorp promised that the tactical response team would conduct a door-to-door operation to look for the unlicensed firearms in the area. Local newspapers estimate that around 6,000 of Sarel's zamas are in the ground at any one time. Often, he will pay low-level mine employees to allow his men to gain access to the company's mines. Due to the entrance fee and security risks, zamas can stay underground for months at a time. Occasionally, more than a kilometer deep, having food delivered down at extremely high prices and sending excavated minerals back up to the syndicate. The minerals they mine, usually gold, are sold to local dealers within South Africa and, if large enough, to exporters. I've even heard on many occasions that investors even fund the equipment for the Zama ventures, in turn for the portions of the profits. In July 29, 2023, 8 women were gang in Krugersdorp mine dumps during a music video shoot. The crime caught the attention of the media, the minister, and the commissioner of police. The police commissioner ordered an immediate operation to raid the R28 mine dumps. The detained suspects are profiled as illegal foreign nationals from Lesotho, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe. The 14 alleged illegal miners appeared at the Krugersdorp Magistrate Court a year later to determine if the DNA evidence linked them to the crime. They have been acquitted from their charges of sexual assault and robbery with aggravated circumstances. They now only face a charge of contravening the Immigration Act. DNA evidence proved that the accused were wrongfully arrested because it does not match with the ones found on the victims. Among the accused was a 15-year-old miner who was pointed out during an identity parade. It was also believed that the men that were arrested in that case were part of Sarel's gang, claiming that the mine in Krugersdorp was part of his territory. It is believed that he is politically connected and uses most of the money that he makes from his criminal enterprise to fund the campaigning of political parties in Lesotho. It was reported that the then police minister, Begicele, met up with Sarel Sello at the OR Tambo International Airport and did not make any arrests. This further proves the type of political influence Sarel had. In closing, the future of illegal mining in South Africa remains uncertain as socio-economic factors continue to drive the people towards this practice. Figures such as Sarel Sello represent a significant challenge for the state, given their influence in the informal mining sector and their ability to evade law enforcement through underground networks. The existence of zamas such as Sarel Sello highlights broader socio-economic challenges in South Africa, including unemployment, inequality, and lack of social mobility. Many of these miners, including leaders, are trapped in a cycle of poverty and crime, which illegal mining appears as one of the few viable options for survival. Thank you for watching another episode with the Need to Know channel. Please don't forget to press the subscribe button, the like button below, and the notification bell for more videos.